Hey, Jase.
Oh, the tree.
Jase, seriously?
Yeah,
I reckon
yeah.
we need to get you out back. Could you get stuck in there? That buggy's staying there, eh?
They're crazy bastards.
Right, mate, try that. Kick her in the guts.
Go.
Nothing.
Wait up, mate. I think you forgot the spark plugs.
I thought you were putting them in.
There you go. Chuck one of them in. I think you got a fat chance of getting this thing going, mate.
Not looking good, buddy.
Okay, so maybe we won't be getting this out on the road anytime soon. But it's amazing what good nick some of the gear's in. You'd think the salt air would have gotten to it, but maybe the heat and the dry has helped protect it over the years. Truscott Airbase was built back in 1944 on the Anjo Peninsula. Now that's between Vansittart and Napier Bay. Now at the height of operations, there were 1,500 servicemen here. Now as the war ended, the Army awarded a civilian contractor the salvage rights to all this equipment.
He's left a lot of gear here, mate, but we know how remote this place is, so I reckon that's half the reason he left a lot of it here.
Yeah, well, that is true. And over 60 years on now, there is old Blitz trucks, there are turbochargers, there's watering cans, and it really gives you a good insight as to what went on back in 1944 here.
Well, Jase is really starting to suffer a bit. I'm a little bit worried about him, eh? That lump in his hernia is really sticking it to him. He might be turning around going home yet.
Yeah, I'll admit it's giving me grief.
That's seriously messed up.
And we'll spare you the visual details.
What are we going to do? Just go home? Home's a long way away.
If it's any worse, we might have to.
All right.
Here's the A4A medical kit over there.
Nah.
The day surgery, I can probably operate on that for you.
Oh, let's go and find an aeroplane. I was talking to Richard and he said he'd never been to the DC-3 plane wreck, mate, so there's no track there. We're going to have to forge a track there.
Oh, excellent. Some more bush bashing.
So the trick is now, Richard, is to get as close as we can to it.
Yeah.
And then we head off the beaten track, eh?
Yep.
That's the one. All right, well, you get us as close as we can from what you know.
Yeah.
And then I'll get the maps out, mate, and the satellite imagery, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, there's a bakery up here, up in Truscott if you're hungry.
I'm always hungry, mate.
Oh,
That sounds good.
Great, let's go for it.
Better go and check it out.
Derek's obviously cottoned on to the way to Simon's heart is through his stomach.
Hey, Jase, according to Derek, there's a bakery just up here.
But he's winding him up. There hasn't been any bread here served up since 1945. No bread for you, Simon. But we don't seem to be short of bombs round here.
That's some bombs. I guess that does something. They didn't teach me much when I was at school about how bombs worked.
No.
They teach you?
No,
No.
surprisingly, no.
Perhaps they need to add that to the curriculum these days. So we're not entirely sure as to what these type of bombs were, but they've got this little propeller on the back of them and a shaft running through to the actual, I suppose, the explosive ordnance. These are just all the tail fins of the bombs.
And if the tail fins aren't enough,
Is this the real deal?
Yeah. Yeah, these things are bolted through. I checked that too because I was a bit worried.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is too. Well, they're all the tail fins stacked over there, but this thing is the actual ordnance.
Don't even think about it.
I just wanted to see what was inside it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right,
I
so
reckon be very careful with.
quite possibly the unexploded ordnance sitting here with the tail fin.
Yeah, like that landed on you.
now before you ride in, as if I'm really silly enough to do that,
Boom.
if I wanted to see inside, I would have used a hammer.
Come on, mate, we got to go because we've got to find the plane.
They dropped him. Or didn't drop him.
Yeah.
Okay, we might leave the bombs alone now. G'day guys, this video is brought to you today by the Ultimate Camp Cooking Bundle from Camp Boss. Now, this would have to be one of my most favourite cooking utensils because it is lightweight, it's 12 inch, it's spun steel, camp oven, comes with all the accessories. You've got a bag, you've got a trivet, you've got the hook and you've got the gloves. Makes cooking in the bush easy and simple, like I always do when I go away. Anyway, if you want to check them out, go to campboss.com
4x4 online web store, or get down to your local Campos dealer. Anyway, that's enough from me. Keep checking out the video.
We're hoping to reach a DC-3 plane wreck, which no one's ever driven to before. So we don't know what we're in for, terrain-wise. We want to take the trucks as far as we can and then change over to the ATVs. It's even Richard's first time to this part of his country, so I really hope we make it.
How's that track looking in front of you there?
Yeah, there's a bit of something here. It's all overgrown, that's for sure.
Bit hard to see?
Yeah, a bit hard to see, but it's pretty open country through here anyway.
We got about, I think about 9 kilometres of just heading through the bush.
Awesome. Great day for bush bashing.
Yeah, mate, this is about the end of it here, eh?
What do you reckon we just go back a little bit and get the buggies off in that clearing just behind us?
Yeah, pretty much. That's where we unload the gear and it's time to start heading bush now, like real bush.
It's where we lose the air conditioning. Damn it.
Well, this is us. I'm gonna set up camp here now and unload the buggies. And this is where we're gonna head bush. About 9 kilometres in that direction, see if we can get to this DC-3 plane wreck.
We've got limited room, and for some reason, Derek doesn't mind sitting this one out and staying with the trucks. Surely it can't be because he's seen the show and doesn't trust us. We've got to make our own track in this untouched area, and I tell you, we feel like quite the pioneers. See those anthills? They're like a concrete wall. Note to self, don't run into one. The trek's going pretty well so far, but you didn't think it was all going to be easy going, did you? But we're getting there. We've actually covered a lot of ground really quickly. This is our major obstacle here, and we knew this was going to be an obstacle by the map. This is a creek. It's not a very wide area, but it's a little bit deep. It's got a hard bottom on it with a big rock there. I'll tell you what, it is cold and it's awesomely refreshing. So, what do you reckon, mate?
Launch into it?
Launch in, get across. This is about it gets deeper down in there.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be all right, eh? You might get the buggy across there, the quad's gonna go.
Let's get this buggy across because we're nearly there.
You've been saying that for the last friggin' 2 hours, we're nearly there.
No,
It's just round
you've been asking.
just round the corner.
You've been asking me, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Yeah, I get that from my kids all the time. So I'll leave Simon to keep whinging, and it's back to the buggy to fill my co-pilot Richard in on our crossing plan. We're just going to go down through there, mate, like, I don't know, about waist deep, and then we'll punch out of it. What do you reckon?
Yes, you can go through there.
Yeah.
Look, waist deep for me. I'll look for a shallow spot to cross.
Oh, you're not coming?
No,
All
I
right.
don't trust you.
All right. Fair enough.
They are crazy bastards. I'll let Jason take over that jump in the swim because he's mad.
Don't know about mad, mate. Optimistic, maybe? Anyway, what could possibly go wrong?
Whoa! Hey, Jase.
Ah, the tree.
Jase, seriously? I reckon we need to get you out back because you get stuck in there. That buggy's staying there, eh?
Yeah. Just pull me out backwards. Go and grab the quad, mate. Nah, we can either winch forward or grab yours and just winch me out. Yeah, all right.
Okay, maybe Richard did make the right decision. We might need to find another place to get over.
Jason, you got a copy?
Yeah, got you, Richard.
Yeah, while you were mucking around trying to get over the deep spot, I found a suitable spot to cross.
All right, okay, mate. We'll come down there, eh? Whereabouts, how far? Just like 100 yards, 200 yards down?
Yep.
Yeah, a lot shallower through there, eh? Yeah. Oh, well, you know.
Got a bit of a log on the other side there by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, that should give us a bit of a pop, eh? All right.
That looks heaps better than that other spot.
So we've made it across, and according to the map, this should be our last major obstacle. We're looking forward to a straight run to the plain now, where we'll make history. How awesome is that?
G'day guys, this video is brought to you by Campos 4x4's Boss Air tyre deflators, mate. This is Australia's #1 tyre deflator, without a doubt. It's so easy. I can't believe how easy it is. You grab them out, you make the setting on here to whatever pressure you want to drop your tyre to, lock her in, whack her on here, like that, and away it goes. Deflates all 4 tyres at once. I reckon by the time you get back around to the front, she'll be almost ready to go and you're off on the tracks. Anyway, if you want to check them out, so you go over to Campos 4x4's web store. They're available on there. Otherwise, have a look at the list. There could be a dealer around the corner from you guys. Anyway, that's enough mucking around. Let's get back to the video and back to the adventure.
Welcome back. After 4 hours, we finally see the DC-3 wreck, and I'm pretty excited to be the first party to drive here on land.
Well done, Richard. Bit of help from the GPS, and what do you reckon?
There she blows, mate. Good job.
How good's that?
Good navigating.
Well done. Well done, Richard. Well done, mate. Awesome, awesome. Well, that's it, eh? That's a DC-3.
What a dumb spot to leave a plane. Wow.
It's intact, eh? Well, I just had a look at the map, and that was 13 kilometres that we travelled. I suspected about 9, but because of the zigzagging and cutting around some big rocky escarpments and stuff like that and getting across the creek, it's about 14 kilometres. No, 13.
13 hard kilometres.
12.9. But look, this is the reward. We're the first people ever to drive a vehicle, and that's the buggy, the 1000. First people ever to drive a vehicle to this point. Everybody else that comes to this plane wreck come in by helicopter or they come in by boat, and they have to walk across the big salt pan to get here.
And look at this, mate. This is the most tallest plane wreck I've seen in the bush.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
That's awesome.
And it's because the location is so remote that this plane is so well preserved here in the Kimberley bush. And now Richard you can put that one. You can put that one on your list, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time you've ever been here?
Yeah.
There you go. So we've been able to bring Richard to parts of his country that he's never been before. That's pretty cool, eh?
Yep. Right.
I'd better tread carefully. I can't afford any more injuries.
And the reason for this whole plane being here is it was en route to Broome, from Perth to Broome, back in, I think it was around the 1940, 42, something like that. It was en route from Perth to Broome, and they're doing an evacuation out of the north here, so out of Broome, and this plane has lost navigation, and then it's flown, and it's run out of fuel, and this is where they've landed. They end up staying here. There was a 4-man crew. They survived. They end up staying here and waiting for rescue.
I was reading popular misconception that this plane was trying to land at the Truscott Airbase, but in fact this plane landed here 2 years prior to the Truscott Airbase being built in 1944. So next time you're playing a bit of trivia or something, there you go. Truscott Airbase, 1944. What you got over there, mate?
Obviously, this was a prop-driven aircraft.
Truth.
You can see the individual piston heads. There's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. See, they each got an inlet and outlet.
They're all offset too, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, push rods and everything. Like an old V-dub engine all...
I got no idea how they worked. No idea.
It's like a big rotary engine, basically.
Yeah, my dad would. My dad's a real big fan of these old aircraft. He's a pilot.
Yep.
And he loves this sort of stuff. But you can see there where the tree is just bang, hit that wing. And like this is the only engine here, but I'm not even sure whether they even had the ability to come in here and take an engine out, because
One's missing. I reckon, I reckon this one must have got smashed on impact and maybe the other one was still all right.
yeah, but how would they even come in here and take it out? Hey, we're not the coast. The coast is another couple of kilometres that way.
Maybe it got salvaged years after or something, helicopter.
Mate, light's going to be fading real soon, and we need to get back. Otherwise, we're going to be driving in the dark.
This trip yet.
That's it.
It's been a big and rewarding journey, and we head back along the track we made earlier. We would have made it back before dark, except for this camera that we lost, that Simon ran over. We could have done without adding 3 hours to our journey while we went back and looked for it. We finally arrive when it's dark, and boy, we're tired.
Well, it's pretty cool, eh?
It was hard work, but it was worth it. That was good.
It was. First to drive in, mate. First to drive into that plane wreck. And Richard, he was pretty stoked, eh?
Yep. First and last, I reckon.
First and last.
If you're smart. It was terrible.
Yeah, that was a serious workout. So we're going to grab a bit of grub. And tomorrow's another day. I wouldn't mind doing a bit of fishing.
We need to do some fishing.
Yeah, a bit of fishing would go well.
Introducing the new and improved home of Australian adventure, Unleashed TV. A growing library of content featuring the best of all-wheel driving, fishing, touring, rebuilds, bush cooking, and whatever you call this. Stream entire seasons of the hit TV show All for Adventure, Unleashed, and more original series from Jase and the team. Plus, get fresh, new content exclusive to Unleashed TV subscribers. You can stream it all for just $9.99 per month, now with no lock-in contract. That's why Unleashed TV is the home of Australian adventure.